Welcome to Pub Talk, the unofficial official craft beer podcast of Oklahoma, where we're all about the three B's, beer, buddies, and bullshit. I'm Jeremy, and I'm joined as always by a dude who will drink beer from 6 feet away all goddamn day, Michael.
Hello.
Today's show, we're going to play a little catch-up, talk about the reopening of many of the tap rooms, the recent virtual craft beer summit, a trip to go get some beer in Oklahoma City, and much more. We'll also look ahead to our next few guests as we return to a more normal format. If you like what you hear here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. And check out our website, pubtalkpodcast.com. And follow us on all of the social media at Pub Talk Podcast. All right, let's get started with first round.
You know, they brew 10,000 bottles of beer a day. I drink 45 off the assembly line, and I'm the asshole.
What are you drinking today?
I am drinking beer from Vanessa House Beer Co. Welcome to Manila. Oh,
Nice.
Glare like a motherfucker on that. There we go. Berliner Vice L. Got a nice story on here. Which I wonder, do all their beer names, they still have a story, don't they?
As far as I know.
This one, apparently the brewer, found inspiration for this beer on a trip to the Philippines, 4 flights, a layover in Manila, and a boat ride later. He was greeted by fresh tropical fruit everywhere.
Does it say Brewer Cody on there, on yours?
It does. Our brewer, Cody.
Yeah, I was caught off guard by that because I thought it was Evan.
Well, I've seen them post pictures of Cody and Evan together.
Okay.
So I don't know if, yeah. And then, apparently a sea turtle slapped him in the face, and you're supposed to ask him about it if you see him. And there's a sea turtle on the can. Look at that.
Nice.
Clever. But yeah, it's got mango, passion fruit, guava, blood orange, and lime zest. 4.5% ABV.
All right. What do you think?
Good. Back when I didn't drink sours that much, which I still don't that much anymore, but I do more than I did back then. Their 1109 was one of the few that I would drink pretty regularly. My palate is not fancy enough to be able to differentiate between all those fucking fruits that are in this thing, but they all go well together. Super easy drinking, light tart flavor. I'll probably finish off this 4-pack when I hit up the yard after this again.
Nice.
Another day out there. No, really, really good. I would probably give it 3.95.
Okay, just on the cusp.
Almost a 4. But really good, really, really good.
Yeah, I drank a couple of those the other day myself. Enjoyed the fuck.
Ooh, I drink that wrong with the Rona. What are you drinking?
I am drinking. Oh, where's mine? Something from Core 4. Well, and technically also from some other breweries. It's the Pink Boots Society beer. That's what she brewed. They did that, at least a month and a half ago now. Believe it was Core 4, Anthem, Lively, maybe Angry Scotsman. I can't remember. Does that sound right?
Yeah, in that initial picture, yeah, there was someone there from Angry Scotsman.
Anyway, it's a beer brewed by a bunch of women for the Pink Boots Society several weeks back. It was a beer I'd been jealous as fuck that Oklahoma City had that we didn't have here. Wasn't being distributed or anything here. So when we hit up OKC the other day, it was top of my list. Pick this shit up. It's I would classify it as a West Coast IPA. I don't know if I didn't see an official description on Untappd or anything, but it's fucking good. Nice, and I don't know if you can see that on the. It's got a nice clear, that brown clear, if that makes sense, color to it. That's fucking good.
Haven't drank that one yet.
Specifically saving it for this because I wanted to show a little bit of their beer on the show since it's not distributed up here and everything.
I figured you would.
Yeah, I was sort of expecting us to have the same beer actually.
Yeah, I went for something different.
Yeah, rating wise, I think we all know like IPA isn't. Specifically West Coast IPA isn't necessarily my favorite style, but enjoy this one a fuck a lot. I think it gets some extra credit for it being a collaborative beer and it being a Pink Boots beer. I like the name, the office reference and everything. all that. I'm gonna put it right out of 4. But 4.01.
Damn, now I wish I would have drank that one. Maybe could have named it.
That's all right.
Oh well.
We've
Uh,
we've already got God's pussy, so yeah, it's good shit. So we took a week off last week. As you know, as we've been saying every week for at least 2 months now, 2.5 months. It's just weird. So I don't know. I think part of, at least for me, for the rationale of taking last week off, is like, I don't know if we should be scheduling more in-person podcasts, more virtual podcasts. Let's let everybody kind of figure this shit out for a minute. Take a deep breath. We had done, we tend to take a week off almost every month, and we had done, I think, 3 months uninterrupted.
Damn, really?
It was something like that.
That's
Because we were on a roll right before Corona hit, and then we didn't miss a beat while that was going on for the first 2 months. Anyway, some shit's happened. More shit's happened. I guess we can start with you're wearing the shirt. We had the virtual Oklahoma Craft Beer Summit. It was about a little over a week ago now. What'd you think of that?
Oh, it was awesome. Got a little drunk watching it, especially the last couple panels there. But a lot of cool info came out of it. Coolest thing was, like, I think they started off the show talking about the grocery beer going up, which was awesome, from 9 to 15%.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really cool. I really, like, we talked about it. I think we did an episode right before it with those beer kits. Just legit. Really hope something like that happens again. Because I mean, that kit was gone pretty quick, other than a couple beers that I already threw them away. I bring myself to drink those unibrow beers. I kept looking at them. I'm just like, fuck it. Threw them away. I think I threw them away when we got back from Oklahoma City. I was just like, I'm not going to drink those fucking beers.
No reason for them to take up space in the fridge. I think I have that one left that I'll probably take a sip of and then throw away. And then I did have that Santa Fe Chicken Killer. I just wasn't feeling it. Took a drink, and I'm sorry. I make money and I can buy beer, and I'm not going to force myself to drink something I don't like.
Right?
Not going to happen. It's not college where I'll just drink piss. Yeah. Sometimes literally. What?
There were some real good panels though that I do remember. Like the lager panel was really cool. Informative. That dude from was it you from Hogshead? Not the dude that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I was pissed you couldn't buy those shirts. Get those shirts shipped though.
I know.
In the background.
They didn't have my size anyway, but I would have got one for Heather. Yeah.
What did it say? I don't even remember what the fuck it said.
It said, shit. It said fuck something and COVID.
Okay.
But I can't remember what the other thing it said fuck was.
Oh, was it CO2?
It was CO2. Yeah, because all their beer is cask. That's right. Yeah.
They figured it out. He was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Makes me go there even more.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely remember our first episode with a guest from the industry, with Eric Marshall, where he was really talking up Hogshead, and it really made me want to go, and that just reinforced that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also got drunk. Yeah, shout out to Mitch from Rapture for group texting with us through the whole thing. Which I guess as long as we're talking about him, they just did their Peter release at the farm. Sounds like that went well. So congrats. Sorry I couldn't make it. Sorry we couldn't make it.
I love how the weather in this fucking state, it was a beautiful fucking day.
Yeah.
For days leading up to that, it was going to be all pouring down rain and shit. It's just like, well, Oklahoma for you.
Well, I'm going to be honest. It stormed like a motherfucker that morning, and that's part of why I went ahead and made other plans. It's like, I'm not going out to the farm if I'm going to be ankle deep in mud and shit. And then it was fucking awesome weather from like 11 o'clock on. But yeah, and I guess speaking of virtual summits and whatnot, do you see the Great American Beer Festival got canceled / it's not canceled, it's moving online only.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's wild as fuck. And that's not until, well, it was going to be late September. I think now it's in October, but if they do beer kits, I don't know that they will,
Right.
but if they do,
Hmm.
yeah.
If you see, you let me know, because sometimes I miss that shit.
And vice versa, sir. Yeah, for sure.
I fucking all these virtual things. I'd forgotten that I had signed up for a stout panel. That it was like Evil Twin and a couple other breweries were doing a stout panel last night. And I completely fucking forgot about it. So I'd like to hear from I don't know how to say his name, the dude from Evil Twin, talk about stouts and shit.
Yeah,
those things are popping up all over the place. Untapped has one.
Yeah, and they are doing beer kits. I probably won't partake in that one, but
yeah, I did check them out. I'm not, but it's cool.
Right. Still a cool idea. What else has been going on? Okay. Go ahead.
Well, I've talked about it on the show before. I actually watched it right before I got on here. Skydance, their YouTube channel. If you're not watching that, that's fucking awesome. If you like our show, you'll definitely like that. A lot of good production value and everything. But on the one today, he went more in depth on behind the scenes, like the plans for the brewery and stuff. I think one of the pictures might have been one of the ones he showed us when we went down there for that Fancy Dance release.
Yeah,
but it was more in depth. I definitely checked that out. They have a cool little board in there, kind of like the whiteboard in your office there, have like the plans and stuff on it. And one of the ones where the plans for upcoming, like the DDH release, they're going to try it with different hops. I think the last one was like that brew one or something like that. And he had a list of different ones he wants to try. And on there was that Lotus. And I had just had a beer from Mesa House. Softer Lotus was an IPA. Yeah. It was fucking delicious. So if he winds up making it with that, I'll fuck any of them. Look forward to it. But definitely check that out if you haven't. People listening, watching, good shit.
Yeah, and he's also started a podcast, which I'm assuming it's related.
June 1st.
Do what?
June 1st.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I imagine they'll cover a lot of the same territory, but yeah, check that out. And I believe Mint Apparel is starting a podcast too. Did you see that?
I saw the Mint was on his podcast.
Or maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, the guy from Mint.
I saw another podcast was starting out of Oklahoma City. In any event,
podcasts are everywhere.
Fucking support all of it. Like I don't know. We don't see that shit as competition. Listen to it all.
Oh no, it's awesome. If you like learning about, especially the brewery industry, it's just good stuff.
Yeah,
up all of it.
Yeah. Well, I guess speaking of breweries in Oklahoma City, we went to a couple days ago. And I say went in and bought beer, except at Rough Tail where I had a pint. You know, I don't know what's right anymore, like as far as if you should be in a tap room drinking and stuff like that. What I do know is I don't want to see these businesses go by the wayside, so fucking support them in whichever way you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
But it was cool. I don't know about you. I needed to get the fuck out of the house. And didn't realize this until I was thinking about it after we got back. I was like, guaranteed that however many weeks it had been since the last time we did an in-person podcast, that's the longest I've gone without seeing your ass in person since you were in the Guard, probably over 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah, sure. This is fucking long time.
Yeah, so that was weird. Yeah, I just had to get the fuck out of the house. And it's like, okay, I can go pick up beer in Tulsa, and I have many, many times since this all started. And that'll kill an hour, but I got to get the fuck out of the house for more than an hour. So, you're guaranteed 4 hours on the turnpike. Go pick up some beer in Oklahoma City. Plus, obviously, a lot of shit down there doesn't make it up here, like this Core 4 beer. And it was cool to see Buck at Core 4, and Amy and Marty walked in while we were there. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if we need to run through every place we went or whatever, but we hit, what, six breweries?
Yeah, 5 or 6. I don't remember. It's a lot.
Picked up a couple beers each place, and then stopped at the new Rough Tail long enough to have a pint, and just wanted to like soak in their new tap room for a second because that shit opened 2 days before everything got shut down. Like they hadn't even had an official public opening.
Awesome
That
taproom.
place is fucking beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to see it like actually up and running. See some of those rooms and shit, just
Yeah.
running at full force. But beautiful fucking place.
Yeah. Yeah, it really was. And that freaking Hazer Beams was delicious. Have you tried that one yet?
The which one?
Freaking Hazer Beams.
Oh yeah, super good. Yeah, I've got brought back a lot of beer that the beer picked up at Stone Cloud has gone quick. The Jackie Can and that Glutton for Punishment, I think it was India Pale Lager, hazy, delicious. Okay. Really, really starting to. I mean, really digging their beer.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember which ones I got from there, but I've drank several from them as well. It's one of those things where that was 4 days ago. Yeah, I've drank a lot of beer since then. The Elk Valley slush beer was fucking off the charts.
It was. I drank one immediately, and I put the other one that I got because I got two stuck in the freezer. Kind of forgot about it.
Oops.
But it worked out in my favor
because then it was a legit slushy.
Slushy as fuck. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, good shit.
Yeah, I had mine in that cooler, and I guess for whatever reason the ice congregated around it the way it got put in the cooler. So when I pulled it out that night when we got home, we just had a bunch of ice stuck around it. And it was about 50-50 liquid versus slush.
So good. Love their fucking beer. You want to talk about some openings coming up?
We can do that. Yeah. Well, first, how fucking sad is it that we missed our first Hop Jam in 6 years? I mean, it didn't happen, so we didn't miss it.
Missed it when it popped up in my memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking sucks. It's crazy. Those are always fucking wild times.
I know. That's usually that, like, I mean, last year's an exception because I had a bachelor party and a wedding, but usually that is the most drunk I get every single year. It's a Hop Jam.
Kids can't fucking help it.
Yeah.
Not that place.
Yeah. But yeah, looking forward to May 23rd or 2021. Should be the return of it. As long as.
Yeah. Fucking hopefully.
Yeah.
Bigger and better COVID comes back. COVID
20.
There we go.
Well, it'd probably be COVID 21, I guess, but yeah.
One? Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about some openings. We should be on the cusp of announcements from a few places. Obviously, Roughtail is now open to the public. Mm-hmm. And Emerson Nice, who also opened right before all this madness started. But we should get an announcement. I would expect it probably any day from Frenzy and also Erie Abbey Ales.
Yeah. And that Cooper and Mill in Bartlesville any day now too should announce they had some type of soft opening recently. Nice. And so that should be coming up. And then we got Cross Cannons officially announced theirs too, Memorial Day.
Soft opening Memorial Day, which is tomorrow as we're recording this.
We were in Oklahoma City and I had posted that they were, not posted, fuck. I was talking to you and said something about Cross Cannons about to announce their opening. You're like, what, is that today? Like, are we about to make a trip to Norman?
But no. Oh, I would have turned around. I would have.
But it wasn't that day.
Yeah. Sure as shit would have turned around. With the Jody's beer. And yeah, I guess I mean the other thing to look forward to coming up, we've got a few things in the works. We're going to start getting back to actually going to breweries, talking to people in person.
Oh, I can't wait.
Be safe and all that shit. Don't get me wrong, but
talk about missing something. Fuck.
Yeah. So officially confirmed right now. We're gonna visit with the folks from Emerson Nice June 3rd. So that episode will be published within a couple of days of that. And then Tups at some point in probably mid-June is what it's looking like. And this is news to you. our buddy Joe is now working full time at Broken Arrow. Multi Joe, I've got a lot of comments on that episode. He's now brewing full time at Broken Arrow, and I saw him yesterday. Talked to him about he's going to help us get a Broken Arrow brewing episode, hopefully at the end of the month.
This month,
June, yeah.
Oh, June. Okay.
June.
Okay.
June.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. no, not this week. Here in about a month and a half, something like that, as soon as we can line up schedules and these kind of things. But yeah, really looking forward to getting back. And then also, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this publicly or not, because it may or may not happen, but hopefully we're going to be at a soft opening for Frenzy next week and do a podcast with them to coincide with their grand opening. So lots of cool shit coming up, and just looking forward to seeing some fucking friendly faces and, you know, some shit that we haven't been able to do for the last few months. And by no means has this shit gone away, right? But it's like, all right, we can get back out and do some stuff.
Yeah. Baby steps.
Yep. I guess I'll just throw out there real quick. I did, for other than that beer at Rough Tail the other day, for the first time, hit up some Tulsa tap rooms yesterday afternoon just for a second. Man, you know, I hadn't seen, you know, several of my good friends. I hadn't seen any of them except you a couple days ago since this all started. So met up over at Nothing's Left with Joe, Nikki, and then a couple other people showed up. And then also had a beer at Heirloom. And I just wanted to throw out there to do what?
That patio looks awesome.
Yeah. I just kind of wanted to just throw out there, like, you know, having been out there and experienced it now, if people are listening and maybe are a little hesitant or whatever, I mean, don't do anything that makes you uncomfortable, but people are wearing masks. Like, most people were very respectful and staying far apart and these kind of things. And it was weird. It was a little bit Twilight Zone-ish, you know, to like be in these places I've been a million times and, you know, feel somewhat uncomfortable and trying to make sure I'm 6 feet and all that shit. But yeah, if you feel so inclined, definitely go support these places that are now allowing patrons in their tap room. I can't tell you how fucking good it was to have a fucking what is it now? Salted watermelon crusher straight off the tap instead of having to drink out of a can or whatever. I say out of a can, poured into a glass from a can because snob. But yeah, it was nice to be out and see humanity and stuff like that. And, you know, get it to go if that's what you're more comfortable with. But fucking, I don't know.
Well, so if you can pay online now and get it to go.
Yeah.
Cool addition from that. Sucks to see deliveries go, but.
Oh, we need to talk about that. Yeah, we didn't talk about that yet.
Yeah. Thought we were going to have to wait till July 1st to get the answer, but it happened quick.
What was the name of that bill? State Bill
1928.
1928. There it is. Yeah, that went into effect a few days ago. Basically, breweries can't deliver now because they're manufacturing whatever falls outside of the parameters of this bill. But liquor stores, grocery stores, that type of thing, can now deliver beer, wine, alcohol. And that was the same bill that got us the higher ABV in the grocery stores, wasn't it?
I don't know, because during that summit, that dude from Coop said that it was already done.
Oh,
the bill just got signed, so I don't know if it was.
I thought it was all the same. Either way, that's also now legal. It's just nice to see progress, even if the delivery piece of it for sure is born from COVID, and, you know, certainly wish we hadn't gone through all that, but at least something good came out of it. I would argue us learning how to do shit like this Zoom.
Oh, for sure. This is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Eventually do a Tulsa Tussle again. Do it this way.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, get a couple other judges on, and yep. And I have to drive.
Right.
Yeah, after being out in public yesterday, and I had a handful of people that were like, "Oh, hey." Uh, I had someone yesterday that was like, well, and it was one of Joe's buddies, but he was like, "Hey, that episode you guys did with Joe was fucking hilarious. How long was that initially? Because I can tell you cut a bunch." uh, yeah, yeah. So when we do the Tulsa Tussle, assuming we have him as a judge, we'll have to put some sort of timer on it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's Memorial Day weekend, and I think everybody's just going to drink a shitload of beer. But
I haven't seen as many, maybe because I just don't, because everyone snoozed on my fucking Facebook, but not as many fucking wild parties as I thought I would see this weekend. Maybe people just aren't putting them on social media or staying at home, or
could be.
what's gonna happen tomorrow, huh?
It could be. I don't know. I mean, I'll tell you right now. I went to Lowe's right before we fucking started this show, and masked up, all that good shit. Walked in Lowe's. That bitch was packed the fuck out. People are out and about.
Yeah, it's been like Lowe's has been one of the main places packed out this whole fucking time. And people just working on their houses because they can't get out of the motherfucker, I guess.
Well, I mean, that's guilty. That's what I was doing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. Well, that's another good thing that came out of this whole thing is like, then I went next door to Walmart and picked some shit up that I had already ordered. Like, I'd never used their pickup service before, and now I'm kind of an expert at it. And it's like, sweet, I never have to go to Walmart again. But anyway, I don't know. Support local. I guess do what you're comfortable with, but don't be a dick bag.
Yeah. A lot of those coming out.
A lot of dick bags.
Oh, yeah. Keep that shit to yourself. Stop being a dick.
If you're talking about the internet.
Oh, no. No, I'm not. I've heard it from people as I start getting out and around more people. Their fucking opinions that they want me to agree with, and I'm just like,
yeah,
no, I'm not going to be a dick about that. That's my response.
Right. Yep. Just
I want to start an argument.
Just a quiet judgment with a facial expression.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink this beer.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for this week. Michael, close this motherfucker down.
That guy said, "Don't let the door hit in the vagina on the way out." That was hilarious.
Good idea.
That'll do it for another round of Pub Talk. If you like what you heard today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button wherever you're listening before you go. Show some love on social media everywhere at Pub Talk Podcast. Find out all you ever want to know and more about the show on our website, pubtalkpodcast.com. And remember, folks, there's never anything too big or hard in life that you can't handle it over a few beers with your good friends. So until next time, just chill to the next episode. Hey, I got through that. Bye.